I don't do a lot of talking on these videos simply because I'm not a great talker, not a great speaker. But this week, as I was doing some praying and some meditating and thinking about some songs that really impacted me, one come to my mind. About 18 years ago, I was caught up in sin, lost my ministry, almost lost my family, and God just really did work a miracle in that time. But being August, homecoming at our church, I had asked the pastor, I asked my wife both if we could go back. And we did. We started our reconciliation there, not because anything we done, but because God moved in a miraculous way. And so this group that came to sing, I didn't get up from the altar till well after the service was over, and the group leader come to me and says, well, if you need to pray, we'll pray with you. And I thought, everything's good. I was on a spiritual high. I really didn't know where I was going or how things was going to work out, but I knew everything was in God's hands. And so one of the songs that they done that day was Stand Still and Let God Move by the Isaacs. And that song has always had a special place in my heart because of what happened there. That day, they sang that, and I thought, God, if everything is all right between me and you, I said, let them sing that second verse, because the second verse says, when the enemy surrounds you and the walls are closing in, and the tide is swiftly rising, and you wonder where he's been. And I thought, God, where have you been? And no sooner had I thought that, and the leader, Brother Phil, said, I think we need to do that second verse again. And they did, and I just started busting out crying, and I was surrounded by all these preachers who knew what I was going through, knew what I had done, and they just loved on me. And that's where this song really comes from. Not sure what key I do it in, so I may have to change keys in it, but my daughter normally helps me sing this, and one of these days I will get them to help. The Father has a plan, though it's hard to see it now. When you feel you're walking all alone, He is there, no doubt. When the storm around you rages, and you're tossed to and fro, and you're faced with life's decisions, not sure which way to go, stand still and let God move. Standing still is hard to do. When you feel you have reached the end, He'll make a way for you. Stand still and let God move. When the enemy surrounds you and the walls are closing in, and the tide is swiftly rising, and you wonder where He's been, when there's never been a moment when His heart weren't reaching out, you can rest assured, be secure, God is moving right now. Stand still and let God move. Standing still is hard to do. When you feel you have reached the end, He'll make a way for you. Stand still and let God move. The answer will come, but only in His time. Stand still and let God move. Stand still